so what are you working on now?
I was just passing the time, but I'm stringing some beads. I'm tying on I've got these kind of crystal beads. I've got blues and whites. This kind of relates to the conversation we had yesterday about kind of, I'm thinking about like the ways that architecture, structures, or objects or furniture are kind of guarded. So, you know, when things are like roped off, or they kind of, if you need to cover your, I don't know, your barbecue. It's raining outside. You got to cover it with like some tarp. You tie a cord around it. So I'm just kind of thinking about like these ties or ways of wrapping, again, as like a sense of adornment. So I'm kind of making like, I'm gonna braid it into like rope or cord. That's gonna be crystal. It's gonna be crystal rope, basically. And kind of thinking that as like, oh, it's jewelry, it's necklace. This is, you know, a way of embellishing or fashioning non-human objects. Yeah. Part of this project also started when I went to visit Taiwan 2 years ago, and I noticed on a lot of architectural structures, on a lot of carts, the ways that they were covered was specifically with this light blue and white striped tarp. I loved that pattern, and I also just feel like it's been like blue and white stripes have just been really in my head, at least. I feel like it was like in like a...
Well, look, I'm wearing blue and white stripes.
Exactly like this. Exactly like this.
Wasn't planned.
Exactly like that. But I think it was also like in the, like a few years ago, like the Margiela artisanal show or something. I was just like, well, I'm seeing blue and white stripes everywhere. So I wanted to evoke that as a fabric pattern, but also think of ways in which the other objects on those things that I'm noticing can also maybe be seen as dressing. So like in the way that like, you know, they'd wrap fabric around something, and then to keep the fabric there, they'd clip it, you know. And I thought of like, well, this is made of metal, this is attached to the clothing, it must be jewelry. So then kind of expanding that maybe in an abstract sense. So I'm hoping to cut and form my own clamps essentially out of copper and maybe enamel them or maybe stone them with jewels to think of this as jewelry. And then similarly, you know, a lot of the objects would have like cords to tie it all together to keep it secure. To maybe think of those as like, oh, maybe those are necklaces. Maybe those are beads. I'm kind of making my own beaded rope to kind of point at that being a gesture of beauty and adornment. I guess that's kind of how I'm thinking about it.